Writers Roulette.
Oh my God!
Hey. Where on one of the hottest Sundays of this year, I'm serving green tea. And you know, the illusion is if you drink something that's even hotter than what it is outside, your body will sweat and it'll cool you off. That's supposed to be the logic. So if you guys can remember that, and then when I read why I brought the green tea, just try to keep that in mind, okay? It's definitely a contrast, I'll say that much. But our theme for today is This Changes Everything. Yes, and so all of our participants today are reading about how things have changed. It could be one major thing, it can be a series of things. And starting us off, who I didn't even let get back to his seat. You put your mug down. Okay, good. I know you don't have enough hands to do it.
I didn't want to get mugged.
Since we all groaned on that one, no one else can tell that pun. No.
Well, we got it out of the way.
Exactly. Or we're going to throw those penile-shaped cookies. I thought Fernando put out penile-shaped cookies, but on one side, on one side, it's a Keebler elf, but if it's turned on the other side, like I first saw it, I was like, why did he put out penis cookies? This is not a bridal or bachelorette party. Anyway, it's not. It's a Keebler elf. Please welcome. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a
lead in from
like
penile-shaped cookies
I like the way you did that,
you.
that
Yeah.
segment,
So this changes everything. Please welcome Magic Jack.
Magic. Thank you for that beautiful introduction.
You're welcome. And you're being accompanied.
I am by
the beautiful black woman in the green lipstick.
Beautiful black woman with special lips.
You're on the roll, man.
Beautiful, they match your instrument. Okay, so I think probably everybody's aware right now that something very, very nasty and serious happened last night in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
Now, when I wrote this on the 1st of the month, in preparation for today, I wrote a couple of things. This is very short. I had no idea that something like that was going to happen, obviously, but I did, from past experience, because history tends to prove that it repeats itself, that very serious things do happen and things can change in a flash. So that's what this is about. This changes everything. In a moment, in a flash, that shock. There are moments that alter, and there are moments that are fateful. There's no turning back. Life can turn on a dime. This changes everything. In a moment, flash. No one can avoid that this will come in a moment, in a flash. Thank you very much. The first time, first performance with the ukulele.
Okay. You have another or no?
I have more, but I have something longer. This was very short. You want me to get
Okay, no. Go ahead.
Okay, the other pieces of my guitar.
I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Those of you who like to have a seat, you can come closer.
That was the prelude.
Or get a free mug that matches your personality.
Elvis.
Wow, I must be pushing those mugs.
That was my short prelude. So, now, we had a long discussion when I first came in with Birdwell about his travels and getting stuck in airports and the weather and the rain and blah, blah, blah. And I just happened to write something about that. That's all. A dark storm cloud passes overhead. The world suddenly becomes dark and scary. Impending doom seems to fill our thoughts. The power of the driving rain, the sudden flashes of lightning cracking, thunder so loud it vibrates to our core. The storm suddenly lets loose. Gentle raindrops go from sprinkle to a torrent, and the downpour is relentless, and we run for shelter. This is not the time to tempt fate. Mother Nature has sent her warnings. Only a fool stands fast to challenge her. Rain and thunder seem to dominate over our plans, over our sleep. Streams run to rivers and flooding. Our homes and our lives are in danger. Some are not fortunate survivors. Some are caught up in her fury. Mother Nature does not seem to care. We are left to wonder, what lesson is there here? Change is inevitable, always has been. Fate can say, this changes everything. Yet we know that storms don't last. Mother Nature, we wonder, but she proves as generous as she is fearful. In a moment, she clears away the storm clouds, and our fears also melt away. The sun appears with yellow streams of warm light. We feel the embrace of her now. We feel assured and positive now. But our survival is and always has been our journey, a lesson to learn in the midst of a storm. That fate is this thing that says, this changes everything. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. In addition to wearing fabulous lipstick, our next rouletter actually combines math and emotions to explain a tumultuous relationship. Please welcome Udelle Robinson.
I actually have paper this time, so instead of my WordPress app, this is kind of convenient. It's a flip physical paper. This one is called a kiss. He was more than a crush. He was a grand obsession. No lover has ever claimed a spot so undeserved, but ADD untreated and soapbox unmerited. His high horse dethroned, deflated, and compressed. He daredevilishly dives down to humility. Please abbreviate the tirades for the audience's sake. Spare them. Take your labels and apply them elsewhere. Because I want more than a definition, I want the meaning you intend to convey. His forgetfulness revealed to his own chagrin. His lack of concern for the conundrum therein. A puzzle disheveled in his head with a strategy to pattern panaceas yielding solutions for the run-of-the-mill head case. The emotionally challenged, the sentimentally unintelligent. I fell for his questions, diligently provided answer after answer, when I did not have to. It was an implied obligation to respond. Anything to deflect the attention away from himself. He had far too much time on his hands. What happened? Why? How do you think this could change everything? When? All questions postured with the intention of provoking the other. Disrupting my quotidian status quo, for what purpose? Nudging me to self-improvement? self-actualization, self-creation, yet simultaneously not to be so hard on myself. I was perplexed. When one reaches outward, inside reflects the other. This is what I call self-juxtaposition in its most classical sense. The meaning of my name speaks to depth and breadth of human spirit. His name, the bearer of the crucified and resurrected Savior. Don't fault me for not having arrived. Myriad postures kaleidoscoping circuitously, the center of the circle, H or K, has coordinates containing the sounds and letters from his first name. I vacillate between H, center, and radius, K, center, and diameter, stretching infinitely wider than the coordinates of the gradient on which I levelly traced so many electronic hugs into his inbox. The author at center with equal sign, arms splayed out, a greater than sign at left, a less than sign at right, never to balance both sides of the emotional intimacy equation. With him, with myself first. These thoughtful, perspective-chiseled, algebraic mosaic pieces people call memories are crammed into my cranium, crushing all cruel critiques of my now, my past, my future. I push forward. Wifehood, mothership, not intended to materialize with you. Ex, almost boyfriend.
All right, if you'd like to have a seat, we have some on this side of the room.
That don't smell like good.
All right. Our next rouletter is joining us for the first time. She's going to share the remembrance poem that she wrote for her father when he passed away 4 years today. Please welcome Liana Petruzzi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just trying to get my energy. So the poem is called Emptiness. There's a hole, and it needs to be filled. What was there before? A person can't fit inside me. Can a soul? Maybe, but I don't believe in souls. How can you fill a hole with something different than what was originally there? We try to make up for the things we've lost, but nothing can be replaced perfectly with something other than the original. Where is this hole anyways? I can't see it, but I can feel it. It moves around inside me. Sometimes it's in my heart and brain. Sometimes it's in my fingers and toes. How does the hole move? The emptiness creeps up on me when I do something from the past. Repetition of an action I once did with you. But how can it really be repetition if the situation is different now? True repetition will never occur because you're no longer here. There's a hole where you used to be. Can you come back and fill it?
Thank you so much for sharing that. Our next rouletter originally had something else, and then got really, really motivated to make a political statement. So I said, okay, we'll go for that. So, please welcome our next rouletter who has a list, and I would think it's a ranting list, of things that need to change. Our next rouletter is Donna Dechen Birdwell. And that made me lose track of what I was going to say.
August 1st, 1966. A man with a gun shot and killed 16 people from a university tower at the University of Texas in Austin before being shot by police. Maybe we should change some things. July 18th, 1984. A man with a gun killed 21 adults and children at a McDonald's in San Isidro, California, before being killed by police. Surely there are things that should change. August 20th, 1986. A part-time mail carrier with a gun killed 14 postal workers in Edmond, Oklahoma, before killing himself. This should change things. October 16th, 1991. A man crashed his pickup through the wall of Luby's cafeteria in Killeen, Texas. With his gun, he shot and killed 23 people before committing suicide. Would this change things? April 16th, 2007. A student with a gun went on a shooting spree at Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia, killing 32 people before killing himself. Certainly this will change everything. November 5th, 2009. A man with a gun killed 13 people and injured 30 others at Fort Hood near Killeen, Texas. Things have to change. July 20th, 2012. A man with a gun killed 12 people in an Aurora, Colorado movie theater. This has to change everything. December 14th, 2012. A man with a gun killed 20 children and 6 adults at Sandy Hook Elementary School before killing himself. Now this will change everything. September 16th, 2013. A man with a gun killed 12 people and injured 3 others at the headquarters of the Naval Sea Systems Command in Washington, D.C. He was later killed by police. Will things ever change? June 18th, 2015. A man with a gun killed 9 people at a weekly Bible study at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina. The dead included the pastor, Clementa Pinckney. A 10th victim survived. The suspect said he wanted to start a race war. This is it. This is the one that will change everything. July 16th, 2015. A man with a gun opened fire on 2 military installations in Chattanooga, Tennessee, killing 4 Marines, a Navy sailor, and wounding 2 others. The shooter was killed by police in a gunfight. Nothing has changed. October 1st, 2015, a man with a gun killed an assistant professor and 8 students in a classroom in Umpqua Community College near Roseburg, Oregon. After a shootout with police, he committed suicide. Nothing has changed. November 27th, a man with a gun attacked a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado Springs, Colorado, killing a police officer and 2 civilians and injuring 9 others. The shooter was taken into custody after a 5-hour standoff and charged with first-degree murder. Nothing has changed. December 2nd, 2015, a married couple with guns opened fire at a San Bernardino County Department of Public Health training event and holiday party, killing 14 people and injuring 22 in a matter of minutes. Nothing has changed. June 12th, 2016, at least 50 people died in a shooting at a popular gay nightclub in Orlando, Florida.